How you doing? This is my second time recording this video. It's going to be my first unboxing, and I am very new at this, so I accidentally deleted the first take, which was like, it was a long take, but it's an unboxing from coffeeandacomic.com, the website where I get most of my comics from. So yeah, like I said, I accidentally deleted the first take. It was a good take. But I want to show the packaging and the care that's put into it. Here's how they come in in a box with outer protection from cardboard, a lot of tape. You have to, cut it open to get in here. And then when you open it, you have another layer of protection here. And then your books are secured in this, which seals up to protect from weather and shipping damage. And so, it's a lot of care that goes into the packaging and shipping of your product when you order from coffeeandacomic.com. And the first thing that you always see when you when you open up your box is said coffee from Coffee and the Comic. This is a blonde light roast. The coffee is always great, always different. They grind it themselves, they package it themselves, and I'll put it up here so you can scan the QR code if that's something you like doing. You can go to their website, www.coffeeandacomic.com. And so you get that. You get your invoice right here, where they, go through, manually check and mark everything, and leave you a personalized thank you. That's something that Jeff takes a lot of pride in. Is putting hands on everything and making sure that it looks good. Plus, you always get some kind of bonus, be it a little sticker, or I've gotten Pokemon cards before, or posters, just something to say thank you, a little something extra. Actually, if you look at my ukulele, it is covered with stickers from Coffee and a Comic. And so, it's a nice little touch. Let's get on to the main event. What we're really wanting to see is that's the comics. Yeah, Conan. I'll take you through some of what I got and give you my thoughts on it. This is Savage Sword of Conan, and you see here everything comes with boards and bags, and it's sealed by hand. He puts hands on everything to make sure that it's quality. I'm looking forward to the Savage Sword of Conan. I've loved this Titan Comics run of Conan the Barbarian. I really didn't think that Marvel was prioritizing Conan as far as the stories go, and the tone of the Marvel Comics Conan run. It seemed a little bit off. But Conan has returned to form with Titan Comics, I personally believe. I've loved the Conan the Barbarian stories, and I'm looking forward to the Savage Sword of Conan. We have that, classic Conan look on the cover, and it's a very thick book. I was not expecting, the size and just the amount of pages in it, so I'm looking forward to getting into that one. And then we have Conan the Barbarian number 8. I've really been enjoying. I believe that's Belit, the Pirate Queen, on the cover. I'm hoping they could bring her back in some way, be it some kind of resurrection, something. I really like the effect that she has on the Conan character and how she changes him ever so slightly, but in a believable way that makes sense. And, I think they were a perfect comic couple. But this story is real heavy right now. He's battling some unseen forces, and trying to, figure out what the hell is going on. And, right now he's in a good amount of peril in this story. And, it's very good. And in this, we have Unnatural Order from Vault Comics. A very intriguing story. They did a real interesting marketing tactic where they put out number 1 for free. and it had one of the better cliffhangers I've seen from a number one, and it really made me, I had to get number two and number three, and it's a very it's a story of time travel, apocalypse type thing. The more I read it, the more invested I am, and that's a good thing. Unless you talk about my wallet, then it's a bad thing. The Amazon's attack. That's a great overarching story involving Amazon's attack and Wonder Woman. Um, I'm really enjoying this. Except we have Peacemaker coming in to get in the mix. I really hope he gets another series too. Absolutely loved Peacemaker Tries Hard. I was laughing out loud every issue. We have the Gang War finale from Spider-Man. Um, Loving that. The thing I like the most about Gang War event is that each character is kind of dealing with their own personal struggle. In the overarching gang war with Mayor Cage, it's how he deals with vigilantism while trying to uphold the law. With Spider Woman, it's her greatest fear coming to fruition and how she gonna handle that. Um, Shang-Chi, again, it's that battle of trying to lead the Five Ring Society or the Ten Rings, his group. Ah, and not becoming his father, not becoming evil, but being the warlord, the leader that they need. So that's a good one. Red Sonja, one of the first series I started collecting. When I started collecting, I'm loving this, series. One of Dynamite's, I think more consistent runs. We got Tigra. It's a Fire and Ice one shot. I like the Fire and Ice. It's kind of weird what's going on. The first two books came out months ago, and then it was just nothing. Radio silence on the Dynamite Comics Fire and Ice, and now they're going to continue with number three. I think it may have been some kind of confusion with the DC Fire and Ice. They came out within weeks of each other, so I think there may have been something going on with that. We have White Widow. The story is interesting. Not one of Marvel's strongest outputs right now, but I'm still reading it. I'm still enjoying it, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, gotta get that new White Widow. It's, I'm hoping it picks up. Power Girl. I've been enjoying this series. It's a little bit more lighthearted of the stuff that I read. Deep Cuts. This is one, I'm going to be honest with you, I've been waiting until I get the whole series before I dive into it. But I'm a musician, a jazz musician, and a nerd. So you got a comic book, and it involves jazz. I'm buying it irregardless. I mean, just take my money before I read a word. And so I'll get into that. And once I get into it, I'll do a review and tell you, if it's worth picking up. And I think that'd be a good review, from a musician standpoint. I like seeing things like that. I saw a video, a musician critiquing Whiplash, and it was like, yeah, it was a whole take that was, a little bit more grounded. We got the Penguin. I'm loving what they're doing with Oswald Cobblepot. The guy, he is truly dark and an evil mastermind. And, the guy is playing chess while everybody around him is playing checkers. And this is one of those that as soon as I get it, I read it. I'm looking forward to every issue. We got / Back to School. This right here, I'm a big fan of Image, and I will give them, a little bit more time to get going and stuff. But it's not the / that I'm used to. I really want to see Cassie and Vlad out there just wrecking slashers, and this is really focused on a lot of characters that I really don't care too much about, to be honest with you, but it's entertaining. but I'm hoping we get more, into the classic hack/slash stories. Um, it's not bad, but it's not a must read. We got Batman the Brave and the Bold, number 10. And then we got Duke, number 3. Now, this I am really digging. I was not really informed on the Void Rivals universe, that Transformers G.I. Joe kind of crossover universe, but you don't have to be to get into it. It approaches the G.I. Joe story from like a day one type thing. You're thrown right into Duke's story, and you're meeting these characters issue by issue, one by one, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's another one of those that when I get it, I read it first day. I think one of Image's stronger outputs, and I've also heard the same thing about Cobra Commander. I was gonna check out that series, but I'm reading a lot already as it is, and it's a character I'm not really connected to that much, and so if I get into Cobra Commander, I might get the trade or get some back issues down the line. But yeah, that's my haul from Coffee and the Comic. I would suggest checking them out. www.coffeeandthecomic.com. Great deals on comic books, and with shipping. I almost forgot to mention this. They have great deals on shipping. On any order over $75, you get free shipping. And if you're like me and you order a lot, pretty regularly, I pay a shipping subscription of $23 a month, and I get, all the shipping covered, which is a great deal coming from California to Wyoming. The shipping cost can be a real killer if you're a regular order. And so yeah, I would highly suggest checking out Coffee and the Comic and Jeff. You can find them at their website. Easy to get a hold of on Instagram. Give them a follow, Coffee, Instagram.com, Coffee and the Comic. Tell Jeff I sent you. Who knows? Maybe he'll give me a discount. But give them a try, and I'll see you next time. My next review will probably be a flash sale unboxing from Midtown Comics. I used to buy from them, but they kind of screwed me on the order, and that's when I switched to Coffee and the Comic, and I'm very glad I made the switch. But occasionally they have a flash sale, and so I hit up their flash sale 99-cent books. Got some back issues I've been looking forward to, and some series that looked interesting that I'm gonna be getting into, and maybe go back in the time machine and get into some more back issues. So have a good day. Keep collecting them comics, and tell me what books you're reading right now and what you're really getting into. Catch you next time.